20. 90 minutes with Mathematical7. Only on Eagle7. Proudly sponsored by Airpeace Airline.
What's debuting every Saturday? It's Mathematical7. Oh yes, what time? 7:30 a.m. on the dot. Where? Of course it's Eagle7 Sports Radio Station, 103.7 FM, terrestrial radio, and of course on our social media platforms. What's it about? It's a full range of sports and entertainment. Oh yes, what a complete package of goodness. We're doing this for you, our superb listeners. You're going to be astounded. Now you may ask me, what's on offer? There will be incredulous stories written by Mathematical7, stories from his archives, and exclusive live and recorded conversations with sports personalities from around the world. Not only this, we will take a deep look into sports issues in Africa and beyond. This is the dot to dot, where once you connect the dots, you get the full picture of this new, exciting program. As usual, there's going to be great music from Eagle7 Sports Radio Station, 103.7 FM. Come on, set your dial to this frequency. Stay tuned to Eagle7 Sports Radio Station, 103.7 FM.
Good morning. Welcome to 90 Minutes with Mathematical. Today it's going to be completely different. So we expect surprises, excitement surrounding the World Cup. This is day 3 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And of course, we are a sports radio station, Eagle7 Sports Radio, and we are expected to provide you coverage that you would not find anywhere else. I hope that you've been enjoying our programs so far. We've been running the World Cup from different perspectives, running analysis on the games, and on several of our programs, we have focused on aspects of the World Cup beyond the matches themselves. That's what we shall be doing more of this morning. I thought about how best to go about it. If you notice, there was no promo about this morning's program. So I'll be freestyling, as it were. The telephone numbers are going to be very, very available for you this morning, so you can call and ask me any questions whatsoever. I shall be telling you about how we have managed to bring the World Cup to Wasimi, and the things that are going on here and the things that will go on here eventually. So this morning, be prepared for so many things that are different on this show. Plenty of music will be coming your way. Lekon, he's here, and I don't know what compilation he has put together, but in between my talk with you, he'll be playing a lot of music. So feel free to just join in our conversation this morning. Well, I know that people are saddened as the World Cup is going on, and Nigeria is not there. 10 African countries participating in the biggest World Cup ever, and Nigeria is not there. We were in a group that we have absolutely no excuse for not qualifying out of. And here we are, a unique time in history when our boys are really now coming up and becoming of age in the game of football. We are not here. So I know people are saddened, and if you go to the viewing centers, you will find that there are a lot of empty spaces. The traffic is not heavy. The noise is not vociferous, and but people are enjoying others play to an extent. The energy level is low, and but we see, we believe it will get bigger and bigger as time goes on. But here in Wasimi, Yes, I think we have succeeded so far, and we still have a long way to go to bring all the excitement, the atmosphere, plus new experiences about the World Cup from America, Canada, and Mexico down to this village here in Wasimi, where we have resurrected and we have evoked the spirit of Amos Tutuola, that great Nigerian writer who was born here and wrote his first book, The Palm Wine Drinkard, with Wasimi as the background to that surreal story that eventually became the first African book to be published in the UK in 1952. Yes, it's against the background of Wasimi, this same village here. And so we are creating a palm wine drinkers lounge. It has started already to function. And we brought the best palm wine for you from around here. If you are a palm wine person, it's day fresh, unfermented yet. So it doesn't have plenty of alcohol. It is very, very rich and tasty. And we are still setting up the place. It's not how we envisioned it would be at the start, but we are taking our time. And from today, I believe action will take off on a grand scale. We are planning a night, a great night of entertainment to support one big match that is going to take place here today. And I think it's between Brazil and Morocco. Brazil and Morocco, that will be tonight. This place will be jammed. And my friends are coming from all over. We're going to have a good time and watch a good match. So all roads lead to Wasimi. So I'll be giving you descriptions of the place, of what's going on. And of course, I'll be listening to you ask your questions about the World Cup. Don't forget the telephone numbers. Let me say that 0700 2255 1037. The second number is 081 2782 8497. Feel free to just call at any time during today's show because there's no guest. Everybody's focused on watching the matches, and those matches go on late into the night, and so people sleep in the mornings. I also had to force myself to wake up this morning after watching that great game between the USA and Paraguay. Fantastic football match. And the Nigerian guy who was in that team just reminded us all again as to the huge potentials of Nigeria in sports generally and where our place should be in football. I think his name is Folarin Balogun or something like that. Yes, I'll find out, I'll confirm. But that's in Nigeria. Scored 2 goals, and that was his debut match for the USA in the World Cup. And I just foresee that guy is going to shine like a million stars down the line. So once again, don't forget the telephone numbers. When we come back from this break, there shall be music, chat with you, my listener, wherever you are in the world. And we see how this day goes. 0700 2255 1037. 081 2782 8497. There's a WhatsApp line. I don't know if that works or not. Well, they say it works, so I'll give it to you so you can send your WhatsApp. If I can identify where it is, I'll pick it up and we'll use that as part of our conversation. It's 070 6728 0732. This is Eagle7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM, coming to you live from our studio in Wasimi near Abeokuta in Ogun State. 90 minutes with Mathematical after the break.
90 minutes with Mathematical7. This Saturday, 7:30 a.m. History meets football greatness. Segun Odegbami, MON, takes you on a powerful 90 minutes journey. Stories, legends, exclusive interviews, and live interaction. It's insight, it's memory, it's legacy. 90 minutes with Mathematical7. Only on Eagle7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Proudly sponsored by Airpeace Airline.
Shakira, we are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
I see me got a small wall. As me I wake up, now she did my mind don't walk. Then one day two, one of you folk go was. Now so me I go down, see me willing go walk.
Got my hand on your heart now, I can feel it race. If I leave, then you say you can never love again. Wanna give you it all, but can't promise that I'll stay. And that's a risk you take.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me young girl, oh young girl. No, tell me no.
Yeah. Who was that musician? Remy. Rema. Okay, I know the name very well. I know the song, but I've never met the guy. But that's a fantastic song. Fantastic song. Well, we cannot stop talking about the greatness of our artists, particularly in music, in film, in fashion, in food, in the arts, in literature, and of course, in sports. That's our biggest strength. That's the soft power tool that we should use in this country to get to the apex in this new world order of things. And I can tell you for sure that in the past couple of months, the world has been in chaos, total chaos, wars everywhere. And in Nigeria, we were not immune at all from it. In fact, we've been in the heart of parts of it with our own stories of insecurity, banditry, terrorism, kidnappings, and so on and so forth. A very harsh economy, a country that is trying to recover. In spite of all of that, our people have been very resilient. They've been, still keeping the laughter on their faces. I don't know how we do it, but we do it. And I could see it as the matches started 2 days ago when the bamboo lounge of the African village in Wasimi, people just thronged and, filled the place up and started eating and drinking and watching, the opening match. Of course, that brought up issues again when South Africa and Mexico, started to play. And everybody was supporting Mexico. Everybody. And later we saw on social media how Nigerians in the US and in different parts were, celebrating wearing the colors of Mexico against an African country. And I just felt so bad for South Africa because as part of the global politics that is going on, we know what's going on in South Africa now. Xenophobia. We know how they have ill-treated foreigners in that place in the recent past and deported so many. In fact, a few days ago, our good friend, my brother, Alain Onyema, came again to demonstrate how patriotic a Nigerian he is, and by sending an aircraft to pick up Nigerians from South Africa, free of charge, to come back home. Alain Onyema and Air Peace Airline, always there, always showing up at the right time. We thank you on behalf of all Nigerians. But South Africa had to pay for it. Well, they have lost support of Africans, and it showed in their game. They couldn't even lift off the ground. They had 2 red cards in their very first match. That must be the poorest advertisement of African football ever. Not since 1974, when Zaire went and lost in their very first match by 7 goals. But this one is even worse, because nobody was supporting them. And for some of us who've been in the system for so long, who were part of the victims of our generosity to South Africa, I remember what we did in 1976. I was a young man, just graduated, doing my youth service, went to the Olympic Games. And at the Olympic Games, we were on a day to the opening ceremony. They just invited us for a meeting and explained to us what the situation was. We had to make the ultimate sacrifice as Olympians. Threatened not to participate in the Olympics that was to begin the following day. And of course, the issue was South Africa. Apartheid and South Africa at that time. And young students were killed in the city of Soweto in South Africa when they were protesting the apartheid government. And of course, Nigeria led at that time, Nigeria and Tanzania. Tanzania had Julius Nyerere as president. And we had Olusegun Obasanjo as our head of state. And between them, they protested against the ill treatments in South Africa. And that led ultimately to our being sent out of the Olympic Village 24 hours to the start of the Olympics. Other countries joined us, 27 joined us, joined Nigeria and Tanzania. 2 of them were from outside Africa, Iraq and Guyana. And all of us left the Games Village, or we are forced out of the Games Village, one day to the Olympics, one day to the day we were going to start to fulfill our greatest dreams of becoming Olympians. You can imagine the pain. That was a huge sacrifice to have been made by Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya, Ghana, Sierra Leone, and so many other countries. 27 countries in Africa were forced to boycott the games. they were forced out of the games village 24 hours to the start of the biggest competition for athletes in the world at that time. What could have changed lives. Some of us never recovered up till now from the pain of not being Olympians, of participating, winning, or whatever it is, and our lives will just change. Some never had the opportunity of going to an Olympics anymore. And back at home, Nigerians, we are paying, our civil servants in Nigeria had to, forfeit a percentage of their wages for several months to be funding the fights in the southern part of Africa, including apartheid in South Africa. Many of their students who were displaced, who were arrested, who couldn't go to school, were sent to Nigerian universities. They were the Yaba College of Tech, Unilag, Unifair, and so on and so forth. They were absorbed into Nigerian universities. And so on. Nigeria did so much. Nigeria was one of the frontline states at the time in the fight against apartheid, in the fight against the liberation of several countries in the southern part of Africa in those days. We paid all of that. We paid physically, we paid through sacrifices, we paid financially for the freedom, the independence that South Africa enjoys today. And yet, not too long after, they are turning their back on the same Nigeria and some other countries in Africa that joined in the fight, in the struggle for their freedom in South Africa. Now Nigerians are not good anymore. Well, the evidence they saw 2 days ago when the whole world turned against them, the whole of Africa just abandoned them. I sat there. I couldn't watch a lot of the game because I had my own issues here in Wasimi. Maybe I will say a word or two about that. But yeah, that was what happened to South Africa in their very, very first match. It was a very poor match, poor advertisement for African football. And of course, on top of the Somalian referee, very good referee, a great advertising for African football, who was not allowed to enter America. And of course, that brings us to the issue of even going to the World Cup and all the poor stories around how countries and supporters have been denied that opportunity. But all of that aside, we would say a little about it, but all of that aside, I knew that once the championship started, football will take charge. Football will start to demonstrate its power to unite the world, to unite people, to bring joy and happiness to people wherever they are. Two countries are at war, but both of them are in Canada, Mexico, and USA now prepared to play the friendliest games in the world. That's football. That's a demonstration of the power of sport. We see it now, evident, because the games are ongoing, people are happy, the stadia are jammed, every single match is jammed now, and, the friendship is spreading, wonderful goals are being scored, celebrated. Some people are, of course, sad when they lose, but at the end of the day, everybody lives happily. That is soft power at its best. That's what we are going through now in USA, Mexico, and Canada as they begin the biggest experiment in football ever. 48 countries participating in the World Cup. That is huge. That is huge. I'll talk about the visa situation when we come back from our break again. But once again, don't forget, you can call in at any time now. Ask any question, pass your remark, have a conversation with me on the issue which is on the cards now, which is the World Cup. The World Cup. And also Wasimi, if you want to come here, if you are a nomad, you are passing by, and you choose that you want to experience or share in the experience of the World Cup in Wasimi, then come, ask me whatever you need to ask me just to make you come and have a good time. But that will be after our break. The telephone numbers, write them down again. 0700 2255 1037 and 081 27 82 84 97. I'll be expecting your call after the break.
Hello, I'm Frank Edo, and I implore you to always listen to Eagle7 Sports Radio 103.7 because that is where you can fly high.
Shakira, we are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
We are ready too.
You knew from the day you were born that here in this place you belong. You've been this brave all along. What broke you once made you strong. Die, die, equal, darling, let's go. Die, die, equal, darling, let's go.
Come follow your desire. When there's a will, there's a way. You're the owner of that fire. No one can take it away.
Sweat and blood to write your story. That is how you pave the way. You're about to reach the glory. Only one step away.
All the highs and lows, all the tears and the pain.
You've been there through it all, been through it all. Just do it again. Now you got to believe, I believe. Cause you know what it takes to believe in my dream. At the top of your game. Feel it, got everything you need it. Now bring it like you mean it. Just like you mean it. Dale, olvida lo que vale. Juega como tú sabes, como tú sabes.
We've taken all that our hearts can hold. And we can't hold on to the past no more. From the dirt and the tears we may go. We are more than flesh and bones.
All the highs and lows, all the tears and the pain.
You've been there through it all, been through it all. Just do it again.
Now you got to believe, I believe. Cause you know what it takes to believe in my dream. At the top of your game.
Feel it, got everything you needed. Now bring it like you need it. Just like you mean it.
Dale, olvida lo que vale.
Juega como tú sabes, como tú sabes.
Pelé, Maradona, Maldini, Romario, Cristiano, Ronaldo,
El vive Iniesta, Beckham y Kaká.
Messi, Mbappé, Salah, Brasil, Uruguay, Argentina, Colombia, US, England, Germany, France, South Africa, España, México, Japan, Korea, Netherlands. Oh, eh, oh, eh. Eh, oh, eh. Oh, eh, oh, eh. Eh, oh, eh. Knew from the day you were born here in this place you belong. You've been this brave.
This is Eagle7 Sports Radio
Made you strong.
103.7 FM.
Welcome back. 90 minutes with Mathematical. I'm sure you are surprised that we're playing music this morning. Yes, we're in celebration mode. The World Cup is on, and it's time for football, the beautiful game of football. And it was heralded with that piece of music between Shakira and Burna Boy, our own Burna Boy, at the opening ceremony of the World Cup, just to demonstrate how far Nigerian musicians have come, in dominating the world. Our beat, the Afro beat, you see those rhythms, those beats, those drum beats, those battered drum beats, and so on and so forth. They've taken over the world. And everybody is in full appreciation of what was started by people like Ambrose Campbell, Fela Nicolakpo Kuti, Orlando Julius, and so on, the pioneers of high life and Afrobeats music. We are just so proud. And by the way, this morning I just read the unfortunate passing away of one who was my friend, a great actor, a teacher, a lecturer at Obafemi Awolowo University. I knew him through Tunde Kilani. He's Professor Kola Oyewo. Those who are familiar with Yoruba movies would remember him very, very well. He's a lecturer in the university. I hear he passed on. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Who will win the World Cup? Somebody called me yesterday and asked me who I thought would be, the likely winner of the World Cup. I didn't have to think very far or very hard. So don't forget, call so that, we can share our thoughts on which country actually has demonstrated capability to win that World Cup. On the eve of the World Cup, my thought is that, look, it has to have plenty of African content. Of late, Africans have been demonstrating consistency in terms of knowing how to win, particularly the World Cup. If you remember, since France came up with 10 or so, or I'm not sure the number again, between 8 and 10 black Africans in their team that won the World Cup in such a dominant fashion, then everybody has sat up to start to see the role that this thing in our genes, there's something in our genes, that makes us a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit more athletic. And the hardship around us, the grounds where we train, all those things sharpen our individual skills and our ability to express ourselves even on difficult grounds. When you add up all of these things to the natural love for showboating, for showmanship, for swagger when you play, and you find that the African, when he gets into a team in any of these countries, always makes a difference. We saw part of it yesterday with Folani Balogun. 2 very good goals for the United States of America. Their best football match ever in their history against a very strong South American side, Paraguay. They scored 4 goals. 4 goals. They've never scored any such number of goals in their entire history until now. And by the way, something interesting happened to me this morning. When I was listening to the reviews of the American match, and one man is being credited for the great transition of America that in the late 80s was not really interested. People are not really following football in America at that time. And in 1994, they hosted it. FIFA thought that, well, let's give them an opportunity so that America can embrace football and drive it, and turn it into, if America embraces it, the commercial viability of football will just shoot up completely. So by 1994, America came up, they did their best and so on. But look at what has happened now. And the credit for what is happening now. This morning, I saw it, was given to a gentleman called Alan Rothenberg. He was the co-chairman of the 1994 World Cup for CNN. And they were asking him how American football has evolved since then. And I remember that in the year 2003, between 2000 and 2003, when some of us were thinking stupidly that Africa would embrace the idea of, a joint bid, for West Africa, 5 countries in West Africa to host the first African World Cup. We had that dream and we sold it And initially, it was bought by the Nigerian president at the time, Olusegun Obasanjo. And we went to Ghana, we went to Cameroon. In Ghana, we met with the president then, Dr. John Kufuor. He was excited about the whole project. We visited Benin, Togo, and the Cameroon. Hayatu was there, and we were going to actually go to Abidjan to see if we could, because Cameroon is in Central Africa, and we thought that could dilute the West African nature of the World Cup. So we were going to go to Cote d'Ivoire. And who did we contact? I personally contacted Dr. Alan Rothenberg in the US, the man who had succeeded to bring forth football to America. Contacted him, and he agreed. He even wrote, somewhere in my files, I will find the file. I wrote to him, and he accepted to be the consultant to the Nigerian bid for the 2010 World Cup. It was going to be a 7-year project that Nigeria would lead 5 countries in West Africa to host the first Black and African World Cup. It was such an exciting thing, what we thought at the time. And Dr. Alan Rothenberg, who saw the future, accepted that he was going to be the consultant to the Nigerian-led bid at that time. That is history for you, things that actually happened. Things that actually happened that somehow when I write my memoirs, people will get to know. Hello, good morning. I thought I had somebody on the line. Yeah, but that is history for you. Dr. Alan Rothenberg. Check out the name. He was the co-chairman of USA 94 World Cup and very well respected. He just wrote a book. He has just written a book. I'm looking for that book. And it speaks about the transformation of American soccer, football, from ground level 0 in 1990 to where it is now at the apex. And people are thinking that America stands a good chance as hosts now with the quality of players that they have. They have vast experiences playing in different countries, different systems, all coming together to play in the States. And we saw a demonstration yesterday of possibility of something like that happening. But no, America is not one of those that I tip to win this cup. Even though, well, they could be in the mix somewhere, but no, definitely not. The countries that have the greater chances of winning the cup. The first criterion is that if you don't have experience, it is hard for you to win the World Cup. Check out the list of countries that have been winning that World Cup. They are a small group and they keep winning it. When this one doesn't win, it passes it to another in a small group of, how many of them? 6 or so countries. But I think we've had one more to join them. And that one is Spain. Spain now, everybody thinks that with the quality of football in their league, with the experiences of the players, their performances in the biggest national championships in the world, in Europe, that they could always stand the chance. And it's true. They will always stand the chance, somehow. But for me, as I started in this, my little ranting, the black content of teams that will win the World Cup is so important. After France in 1978. So which country has a large black content again now? Going to the World Cup that has experience, that is doing well. France. That same team is back. France are back. And if you ask me, I'm going to put my money on France. They are not the perfect team, but Mbappe in that mix with Dembele in that mix, between those two guys, in front, France for me is one of the teams. Is one of the teams that I think stand a very good chance of winning this year's World Cup, and nobody will be surprised. The content of their black players is high. And then which other country? Let's take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
How now? I have been soliloquizing since morning, talking to myself. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Adam calling.
Who's calling?
Adam.
Oh, Chief Adam. I know you are a regular caller on this station.
Yeah, God bless you.
The number one station in the whole of this our region. You say Africa.
The world.
The world. That's our target. That's our target.
Morning, Chief. God bless you, sir.
Good morning. God bless you too. I hope you are enjoying the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the World Cup. Following my excitement about the South African news.
Oh, that's not good though. How can you be? How can you have excitement because South Africa lost?
See, these are their character. You know those other countries, maybe their country, they are just jealous, selfish, sentimental, biased. So that is not good at all. Wow. This has to be telling us, Nigeria played the role of their great independence.
Yes.
They are just country. They have forgot about that. This is Nigeria out of their country. In that regard, we Nigeria turning back on there. South Africa follow and turning back on there. So I don't think they win any match at all.
That's not our character. That's not.
They
are messing up. They have messed up big time. We know. Let them carry that burden themselves. Don't let us add any more.
They are messing up. But they are also messing up our people in their country.
Yeah.
That's why we are turning back on there. That's not good. They should learn the hard way. So if they fail to learn now, they're going to learn the hard way. Let's not go for that. So far so good. Yeah, enjoy the World Cup. Based your staff giving us the wonderful commentary, and enjoy every bit of it.
Fantastic.
Bringing the World Cup to our doctors, going to BGP and MGP, and all your staff over there. God bless you, sir.
Why are you praising those local analysts? Why are you praising them? You this man.
They are good, sir.
I'm bringing internationals. I am bringing internationals to come and,
If you bring an international, they have to work together in our time.
Yes.
They cannot be left behind. So they are also international. They are also international standard.
Yes. They are doing very, very. I'm so proud of them. They are doing so well. Anybody who hasn't listened to our analysis of matches, please just make sure that during the next match we are covering all the matches involving African countries. That's our strategy. We are going to be running, analysis during the games, and you can always listen. And have you come to the garden yet?
Not yet, sir.
You this man.
But I'm far away. I'm in Imo State.
Oh, in Imo State. That's okay now. What are you talking about? This is a holiday. 37 days non-stop. That is what we are doing here. Non-stop, day and night, we are open here.
Yeah, if I drop my way, I go to be there, sir.
Come and spend 2 days, if Adams.
Yes,
but not to worry.
Yes,
not to worry.
Yes,
so which team are you tipping?
If I drop my way in Africa, I'll tip Senegal, Morocco to win the World Cup. Based on the quality, on the table, I think I see France lead the way, followed by Portugal, a half on the Spain.
Okay.
While they follow. So those are the major countries in Europe. Although Brazil, they also have the quality, but this is their coach, their pedigree, and the coach they have Canasanote there as a coach. He did the train. They also have a shot, but I'm going to give it to France or Portugal to win the World Cup. Ronaldo, I want to Ronaldo win the World Cup.
Portugal with 41-year-old Ronaldo.
Yeah, he don't want to play the game. He has the prayer and the midfield is there.
Messi is 39 only, and Messi is still in Argentina, and Argentina is still a very strong team, and they have experience of having won it before, not once, not twice.
It's very difficult for Ikono to win it back to back. I know Brazil had done it before I was born. But I don't think Argentina is going to win it back to back. Although Argentina may have a shot, but I don't think they're win it back to back. I see Portugal because it's very quality, the way they like, especially big player like Vitia, Joao Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva in the midfield. They have the forward. And then the defense, so the player. Also the flank. The flank was the best country so far. So the flank flower, we have Michael Nisse, our Nigeria player.
Yeah.
And he has a the way, the Billy and all that prayer they are there. Two are there, they are there. They do a lot of prayer. About said it's so France. So there is a lot of prayer without being. So I think they also have a shot with the walk off. So I'm picking between the Portugal or the Spain, Portugal and France with the walk off.
Portugal and France. But you first of all started with Senegal.
Yeah, that was Senegal because they also had a prayer, but Africa very difficult for us to walk off. But our prayer by the state for that country. For that country. It wasn't all the prayer in Africa soil and the place their country. I think Africa will have a best shot. But based on the content, Senegal may have a hard, Morocco may have a hard. I think at 2022, Morocco will be able to reach the semi-final, but they could win the top place against Croatia to the north. So, but that's why I think they will go far, but I don't think they're going to go. But that's why I see the Portugal and France winning the World Cup.
We should have brought you to Wasimi to come and be an analyst. Because the way you have just gone about it, now wow. Well done, Comrade Adams. Well done. Thank you very, very much. Me, I'm watching out for Senegal, France. That match, Senegal, France. I don't know, one of these days it's going to
that match is going to be a good match.
That match, it's going to be World War III.
This guy, there's an issue with that match because, Senegal once defeated France. So the way this energy, going to go and what against France. This one, I think France is becoming a lot of difference. So, but that is going to become more competitive. But I don't think France, I don't think Senegal is defeat. So it's going to be a tough game for them. A very critical game for them. But the best country win.
Thank you very much, Comrade Adams from Owerri. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, this is Eagle7 Sports Radio. We're reaching you, believe it or not, from Wasimi, Ogun State, near Abeokuta.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Joseph from Ajegunle.
Okay, Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Good. You are welcome.
Thank you for all the analysis, sir, and the editorial.
Okay.
You are for the work of sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
The team I'm supporting from Africa is Senegal because they are our current champion. Even though the CAF wanted to strip them of the medal and give it to
Morocco. Don't mind them. They are the people's champion.
Our African champion.
Yes.
And I think them to go so far in this tournament. So it's not going to be easy for any African country to win a World Cup this time around. But we are getting there. Because looking at what Morocco did in the previous one, getting to the semi-final for the first time. So we are getting there. We just have to up our game. And then one day, we win it sooner or later. So that's all about that. And if I want to talk about this, I want to support the country that we win, based on the pedigree and calibers of the player paraded. I will always go for France because they have what it takes. Looking at the funds of their past campaign in their various clubs, done enough. In the last World Cup, they get to the final. They won one, lose one to Argentina. So I always go for them. You look at the player they paraded area, especially like Mbappe, the Ballon d'Or winner, Dembele, and the like. The list are endless. They have all the space. So we cannot rank Argentina this time around also. So they are also in the bypass Portugal, but getting to a certain stage that is so that's about that. Talking about the African village, I wish to come most especially to because my place is to be close, like that Brazil Morocco match. It's a must watch match.
The Brazil match.
It's just like season court.
You must come.
So
you must come.
I will, if my time permits me, I will. My possible best
you
to
will
be
create
there.
time. You will create time to be
my
great.
brothers, Donados, fellas, and the like, and also it's going to be like get together. You know, the other day that this year World Cup is what I call football vigil.
Football vigil.
So yeah.
Football vigil. Yes, because it's at night, late at night. But I tell you something. You see, near us here, near the village.
Got to witness like that. One of those the Olympic game that dreams team get to the final. They also play around that time. They have to let me leave center then to watch it. The one that we lose when a game and get the Maria called that winning goal.
Okay. But I'm just telling you. I'm telling you that around the village here, the African village here, there is an accommodation arrangement we have with Hallmark Suites. And it is a beautiful place with a beautiful swimming pool. The environment is beautiful and it is safe. It's just almost walking distance from the African village. It's 5 minutes away. And the hotel is very cheap.
That you said the other time that there's a fine wine session there.
Fine wine lounge is open already.
Use that one to enjoy that.
From morning till night, you get fresh palm wine. So just come.
Yes. Okay, sir.
So well done,
Eagle7 is Eagle7 is our station every day, anytime.
Wow.
It's the best station.
Eagle7 Sports Radio, the best station. Thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful day. But these people, they make my head swell. So we are doing a good job here. And the thing is that we have this MGP or what, maximum goal poacher that cannot score goals. And Donaldo, big game player, I don't know the big game he's playing. Hello, good morning. Hello. I don't know the big game that they are playing. And we have that one who is coming from Lagos. He's joining us. What's his own nickname? Flawless. Mr. Flawless. How can you play football and say you are Mr. Flawless? All of them just have mouth. But they are doing well for the station and we are so proud of them. And the girls also. If you haven't heard those girls in the afternoon between the princess and the queen, between Precious and Vicky, if you haven't heard them every afternoon, then you are missing. So it starts from about 1 o'clock and it goes until about 5. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Your voice is very clear. I like that a lot. You must be a rich man.
Well, I'm a semi-rich man.
Then you must be a very wealthy man. Your voice is clean and clear and you sound happy. I like that.
Thank you very much.
What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Anthony Adeyeye.
Oh, Chief Adeyeye.
Yes.
How do you do, sir?
Popularly known as Baba Iroko.
Baba Iroko. Do
I
you
am
live in
speaking from AGO, the local government.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Are you enjoying Eagle7 Sports Radio?
Very much, especially Donaldo.
Oh, that boy again.
My point of this morning is the issue of South Africa.
Okay, go ahead.
South Africa are great. they are very, very ungrateful to Nigeria.
Hmm.
They have seen that they are now dancing naked in the presence of the whole world. Because the whole world is looking at them. But they are so xenophobia issue. Well, God will repay them back because Nigeria has done very well for them years back.
Hmm.
So, this morning I am praying to God that they should lose the 3 games they are going to play. They have lost the first one.
Please, don't pray to God to do anything.
No,
Leave God out
I
of
am going
it.
to do that.
No, leave God out of it. They will do themselves. They cannot
They
reap
are
what they
free.
did not sow.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
They are saying that the whole world is against them.
Yes.
That's what they said. They said no.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the person who said, why don't you become the minister of sports? That Okocha should be chairman of the NFF and Capillo should be the secretary. If you could remember, I spoke 2 months ago. Then you responded by telling me that Nigerian system of today cannot accommodate that. So, the issue of South Africa is bothering my mind too much. And I hope that my prayer, God will listen to it. They will lose the 3 matches and go back in shape. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Chief.